And good day, everybody. J7409 here with you. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Of course, today, Thursday, the 16th of August, 2018. And here's the system everybody's talking about. Some making a big deal out of it, some not. And as for myself, I'm just going to tell you what I see. We'll follow it together. How about that? Of course, it is 99L. Invest 99L. And if it does become a named storm, it will be called Florence. Now, I don't know how many of you guys remember or not, but a couple of times in my live shows in the past, going back all the way to last month, I told you guys that coming up towards the end of August, I thought something would be coming off the coast of Africa that we would have to watch. Maybe some of these might approach Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, maybe, maybe not, and even maybe some may approach Texas. That's what I said. We'll have to wait and see. Will it be this system? As of right now, I don't think so. It could change. That's why we have to watch it. And of course, it's never too early to make sure that everybody that is an area where hurricanes can happen need to have their hurricane kit ready. Now, looking at this system, I I see just a little bit of vorticity, just a little bit of spin, but not a lot. That's the signature right there we have to look for. This is kind of a very looking elongated system to me. Now, if you're tracking it, it's located at 9.3 north, 49.6 west. The winds in this system are 25 knots as of this morning, and the pressure is 1,013 millibars. So let's go check out some more stuff. We're going to check out everything we can and see what this looks like in its entirety. Now, as we're taking a look at the National Hurricane Center, this is the latest map that was put out at 4:32 EDT this morning. Ernesto, up here, let's don't forget about Ernesto. He has 40-mile-per-hour winds this morning. The pressure is 1,008 millibars. It's located at 40.8 north, 44.1 west, and Ernesto is moving north-northeast around 13 miles per hour, and I'll have more on Ernesto coming up in just a little bit. But now let's get back down here what everybody is talking about. This is just what the National Hurricane Center is calling disturbance number 1. It's disorganized showers and thunderstorms. We saw how disorganized it just looked. Now, it's located about 750 miles east-southeast of the Windward Islands, and it's associated with a tropical wave. Now, gradual development of the system is possible over the next 2 to 3 days while it moves west-northwestward at around 15 to 20 miles per hour toward the Windward Islands. Now, after that time, unfavorable environment conditions should limit the chances for additional development when the system moves over the eastern Caribbean Sea. Right now, in 2 days, very low, 10% chance of forming. 5 days, not much difference, 20%. 20%. We'll take a look at the 5-day view of it. And as you can see, in 5 days, it seems to be tracking right over the vicinity of the islands here. It's looking like to me, though, it's probably going to be a lot of rain headed your way. Of course, everyone knows, I've told you many times, one of my favorite models when it comes to hurricanes, besides the European model and the GFS and the Canadian model and all the rest of them, is the TVCN model. And there has to be enough data collected from all the other models to make it, and it's not at this time. This will change, and I will watch it throughout the day. Do not worry, but right now, here it is. We only have this model here, okay, the CLPS, and we have the XTRP, and they both have them coming right in the vicinity, just about where the National Hurricane Center did, moving out into the Caribbean Sea. This one has it headed more towards up Jamaica way. This one has it coming over towards Honduras. Now, as we move this, let's go to Ernesto, because I want everybody to realize where Ernesto may go. We'll bring this down again. Ernesto looks like it's headed over to the Republic of Ireland and parts of the United Kingdom. So you guys need to be prepared for that. Ernesto right now, once again, only has 40-mile-per-hour winds, nothing that you guys can't handle, and it will have rain that you need to be prepared for. So that's where Ernesto looks like it's going this morning. Here's a much better picture that you can see. This is from the Goes East Band 13 for this morning early down in this area. You can see, yes, there's lots of rain in this, and there's lots of thunderstorm, heavier rain bands in it, but none of them have got together. They're not tightly sealed up as of now, nothing like that. You can see how disorganized it is this morning. And remember I said it looked like the majority of it was elongated, the heavier band. You'll see that at the end of the satellite right in there. It's elongated looking there. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with it. It could turn into something. I'm not saying it will. It could come up around the islands here, fizzle out, hang on just enough to come back. And if it did get in the Gulf, it may turn back into something. But I don't think that's going to be the case. It could be. We will have to follow it. These things have a mind of their own and do what they get ready. Okay, this is the European model. I'll switch it right quick here. See the difference between the way it looks on the European model and the way it looks on the GFS model. So we'll put it back on the European model since we're looking at different models this morning. I put the band down here so you can see the time frame, and we will turn it on and just let it roll. Now I want you to watch this, okay? It looks like it may be a little better organized by maybe tomorrow afternoon as it's headed up toward the islands there. But is there any wind in this? Well, let's see what it's looking like. We see some vorticity beginning to start with that little bit of spin in it right up in this area. Still doesn't have the signature of a low pressure altogether though, because we have this big high pressure up here that keeps pushing it down. Let's check out the wind in it right quick. Yes, it has a little bit of wind, so let's see if we can figure out what the highest winds may be. 28 miles per hour. That's sustained winds. How about wind gusts? Does it have any wind gusts? Yes, it does. Now, they are higher. Are they of tropical storm strength? Not quite. Has to be 39 miles per hour. So, still not quite tropical storm strength. And this is around, as you can see, 10 a.m. on today, 10 a.m. today, as it moves along. So we'll turn it back on, let it move around. I want you guys to see this instead of me just clipping off the times. I want you to see it for yourself. Now, as by tomorrow, you can see rain, rain, rain everywhere from Port of Spain all the way up to St. John's. Going over, we do have some rain. This is coming off from the high pressure, though. Up in the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cuba, all you guys. And now, here we go. Still not a very good looking system sprawled out, but will it strengthen? Well, it looks like it's breaking up. Looks like it's breaking up, as you can see, by Saturday. Then it looks like it might try to get back together as it approaches Kingstown and St. George, and then there. I'm waiting to see actually the low pressure signature show up, which as of this morning, it doesn't seem to be doing so. This is Saturday, as you can see, and it looks like it's breaking up. We'll have to wait and see what happens. No need to go any further out now. If I see anything different, I'll be sure and put it up. Personally, right now, you can see where the UK area is getting rain. This is still set for where we left off, Sunday the 19th. You'll get all of this from Ernesto probably this weekend. We move on around. And the general weather, I'll get to this forecast for what's happening with the U.S. as the storms roll off the eastern coast. But back down to tropical weather. This is where we left off, of course, Sunday the 19th. I am still thinking it's going to be later in the month. I'm talking about the end of the month. But I do think there's something we need to keep our eyes on besides the system that is trying to form now, going up towards the islands and Ernesto. I want to move up to the 25th, and I want to show everyone what looks like the coast of Africa. Coming off the coast may look like. This is what it may look like. We'll see if we can make it just a tad bigger right quick this morning. And this is what it's looking like right now. As you can see, we got to let it load up right quick. This is off of the European model. There's no vorticity or anything like that in the system, but these systems are going to keep popping off, okay? We do have a low pressure up here. We have one here. This is surrounded by more, and one right here. So it is surrounded by more low pressure systems than what this system that we're watching right now, 99L, is. I think this one later on, once again, this is a 25th. This is as far as I can go with the European model. I think later on, before the month is up, but later on down around, who knows, 27, 28, 29, 30, right on past. We need to watch this. Now, it may disintegrate also. But I think this is what we really need to keep our eyes on at this time too. I do want to take a quick look at the wind shear going on. Here are the islands, as you can see, right in this area. This is out in here. It's going to have to go through 30-mile-per-hour wind shear to come out over to get it further in the Caribbean and then move on up. And even up in the Gulf this morning, this is good through tomorrow, okay? 30-mile-per-hour wind chill down south in the Gulf. So, with that all said and done, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Do not fret if I see anything forming of danger, 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 something that everybody isn't used to. As of now, this is what it would be, but we'll have to wait and see. Don't worry, I'll put it up. You do not have to worry about it. I will keep you informed on this system. So, with all that said and done, you have a good day. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the system, as well as others that are probably going to be coming off, as we have seen, as the month progresses along ahead in days. Everybody have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. And if it's your first time over here, please subscribe, click the bell, check off the email notification to make sure you get all the latest in weather news, forecast, watches, warnings, and tropical weather updates. I will keep you informed as best as I possibly can. Everybody have a good day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thank you so much for watching.